Every year I went from a high school dropout and homeless to I started to becoming every single day more of who I am, and I can't believe it.
But in America, and it was funny, I was just recently in an interview or had an opportunity to do a luncheon with Warren Buffett, and he was just saying that, this is the greatest country to be born in. This is the greatest time, to be born, in this particular country, social media, economics, just opportunity. So, I'm the American dream. I represent, what so many people from my community represent, a mom who had me out of wedlock, pregnant at 17 years old. My grandmother kicked her out, not because she didn't love her, but my grandmother kicked her out because she had 14 kids in like a 2-3 bedroom house with one bathroom, 14 kids. Wow. And my grandmother was like, I just can't afford to feed another mouth. Sure. So moms was homeless. So when I say the American dream, you're talking about not just my generation, but my mother, trying to finish high school and, getting a job in Detroit, working for Ford Motor Company. So, the journey started with my mom, and I took it from, my mom to an entrepreneur. But, I eventually dropped out of high school. I was homeless for about 2.5 years. And, through education, I think is where, I got my turnaround. I'm not saying degrees. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, going to school and really learning how to identify my craft, how to hone in on my craft, and how to sharpen that craft.
Are you replaceable? This is the greatest country and time to be born. The American dream started many generations ago. Eric Thomas credits education on how to hone in on his craft as his way out of being homeless and his way to a successful life. There are resources and tools around you, but it's easy to focus on your disadvantages. However, where your energy goes, your energy flows. Focus on what you can become. Gifts will make room for you. Focus on skills that you have and lean into them. Thomas found his passion for speaking and serving kids through his own GED class. He took the class, received his GED, and realized he could lead others through the process. Find somewhere to serve or sit your butt down and observe. When you start hanging around greatness, you evolve.
Who is this book for?
And this book is for every, individual that feels like, I didn't come from, that environment that just sets me up for success. If you want to build a business with a quarter, if you were homeless, if you lost your child, if you lost your marriage, like if you just feel like you are at ground zero, you have absolutely nothing. This is the book that tells you you have everything you need to have and to be and do everything you want. We focus so much on what we don't have. We focus on what everybody else has. Like we always want to focus on the disadvantage. And I'm not saying we're not disadvantaged, but if you make that the focus, where your focus goes, your energy flows. So I'm just going to focus on a couple things. I do have life. I got a brain. I know how to read. I know how to speak. So what? My father wasn't there. So what? I didn't go to the best school district. So what? I got kicked out. So what? I got kicked out of college. So what? I'm going to focus on what I can do, what I do have, and what I can become. And that's what I think the problem is.
For real, it's old school. My grandma used to be like, when you go to somebody's house, sit your butt down somewhere. Like, be careful with all that. I'm here. That turns people off. Look at me. That turns people off. Just find somewhere to serve and serve. Or if you can't find nowhere to serve, sit your butt down and observe. Sit down and observe. Observe where you can serve, right? So don't do all that talking. Don't be running your mouth. Just sit down somewhere. They know you there. They invited you. So sit down and go, okay, where can I serve? So I was like, all right, Tony, I got you. And I knew what he said. Can I be real? It stung a little bit. It did. It stung a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But I was encouraged because I knew what to do the next time. And so the next time I was with the big boys, I act like I belong there. So I wasn't over talking, nervous, shaking. I was like, yo, I belong here. For some of you, the next level is just accepting that you belong there. Right? Like forgetting your past, forgetting where you come from, not worrying about what you think you don't have yet. Just relax and you belong there. The next meeting after, they trained me and we talked, the next call was like, yo, E, what you doing tomorrow? I'm like, I don't know, what's up? He was like, Warren Buffett's coming to town. I'm only inviting 30 people to come and I want you to be one of them. I'm like, I'm there. And something happens no matter who you are, if you're average or if you're good. When you get around greatness and you stay around greatness, you start listening to great podcasts and reading great books, and you start hanging around great people, and you start becoming a part of great masterminds. Guys, you just evolve. And I don't know what happened, but every year I went from a high school dropout and homeless to I started to becoming every single day more of who I am. And I can't believe it. My next goal is to win the Nobel Prize. Why?
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment for more content.